Sorry, we got some page turns. Here we go. That was Shipping Up to Boston by the band Dropkick Murphys that you might recognize. This next one is a traditional Celtic folk one called Drunken Sailor. I'm sure you guys probably know. So if you know the choruses and you want to join in, make this a party anytime.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises. Way hey, up she rises. Way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning, shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises. Way hey, up she rises. Way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning. Longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises. Way hey, up she rises. Way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning.
Thank you all so much for being here. Glad you guys are enjoying it. We're going to change gears a little bit and go with a little bit of a slower tune. This next tune features our wonderful vocalist Stephanie, and is she actually traveled here from where you?
Mission Viejo.
Oh, yeah.
So I win. No, just kidding.
So thank you for driving all the way down
Of
here,
course.
and enjoy her lovely voice with this next tune.
Thank you.
good. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I am filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can
Thank you, Sandra. That's really wonderful. We're going to switch it up. We're actually going to play a few traditional jigs and reels instrumentally. We got St. Patrick's Day, Drowsy Maggie, and the Blarney Pilgrim. thank our singers. And this next one's actually going to feature another out-of-towner. Our Sandra, our vocalist right in front of me. Where are you coming from?
Well, actually, I live part-time in Oceanside and part-time in Redlands, so it just depends where I am in my life. We have some Redlands fans. If you're on your way to Palm Springs, pay me a visit in Redlands. So.
We get the brandy from Martinique, the rum. So red Cabernet from Italy does come. But the fairest of them all, my boys, the one to beat the day, is made from apples of the mighty Saguenay. So follow me, lads, 'cause this ain't no rubber ale. 1 pint down, you'll be swinging in the gale. 5 pints fully, you'll be shaking in your shoes. We're half seas over on the Joli Rouge. She's called the Dreadnought Cider. She's proper and she's fine. But when the day is over, sure I wish that she were mine. For in the dark of winter, or on the summer's eve, one half given and the other doth receive. So follow me, lads, 'cause this ain't no rubber ale. 1 pint down, you'll be swinging in the gale. 5 pints fully, you'll be shaking in your shoes. We're half seas over on the Joli Rouge. So turn your sails over and bring her hard to port. Find a little star and fly straight into the north. The wild sun upon your back, the wind blowing free. We're rolling down the river, boys, to old Tyree. So follow me, lads, 'cause this ain't no blogger ale. 1 pint down, you'll be swinging in the gale. 5 pints fully, you'll be shaking in your shoes. We're half seas over on the Joli Rouge. So you can have your mingers and pour it over ice, or you can have a strong bowl if it's sadness that you like. Or join us up the river and we'll set your heart aglow. And how you'll feel when the real cider starts to flow. Follow me, lads, 'cause this ain't no grogger ale. 1 pint down, you'll be singing in the gale. 5 pints fully, you'll be shaking in your shoes. We're half seas over on the Joli Rouge. So follow me, lads, 'cause this ain't no grogger ale. 1 pint down, you'll be swinging in the gale. 5 pints fully, you'll be shaking in your shoes. We're half seas over on the
Some of these pirate ones are a little more obvious than others. All right, this next one's a fun one, and I think we can get a little audience participation on this. Have you guys ever played the game Simon Says? You know, how it just keeps adding on and on and on. That's a little bit how this one is vocally. So we'll see how we do by the end, but you know, join in once you get the hang of it. This one's called the Rattlin Bog.
We have a volunteer.
One, two, three.
Oh, the Rattlin Bog, bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, Rattlin Bog, around hole in the valley, oh. Oh, the rare, oh, the Rattlin Bog, oh, the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the Rattlin Bog, bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog,
Here we go. In their nest there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird.
A bird in the nest, on the limb, in the limb, on the branch, in the branch of the tree, in the tree, in the hole, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, yo. Ho, ho, the rattling bog. There, bog, the rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. And the bird in the nest, in the limb, on the branch, in the branch of the tree, in the hole, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, yo. Ho, ho, the rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. There, bog, the rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. Now in that egg there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, a bird in the egg, in the bird in the nest, in the limb, on the branch, in the tree, in the hole, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, yo. Oh, oh, the rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. There, bog, the rattling bog, down in the valley, yo.
On their bird there was a feather, a rare feather, a rattling feather.
The feather on the bird, and the bird in the egg, in the bird in the nest, in the limb, on the branch, in the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, yo. Oh, oh, down in the valley, yo. Rare bog, rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. Worm and a feather, and the feather, and the bird in the egg, in the bird in the nest, in the limb, on the branch, in the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, yo. Oh, oh, down in the valley, yo. There, bog, rattling bog, down in the valley, yo.
A quarter of the way through, everybody.
Ready? Now on that bird there was a hare, rare hare, a rattling hare. A hare and the worm, and the feather, and the bird, and the egg, in the nest, in the bird in the nest, in the limb, and the branch, in the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, yo. Oh, oh, the rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. There, bog, rattling bog, down in the valley, yo.
Now on that hare there was a louse, a rare louse, a rattling louse.
The mouse on the hare on the worm, and the feather, and the bird, and the egg, in the bird in the nest, in the limb, on the branch, in the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, yo. Oh, oh, the rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. There, bog, rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. Now on that mouse there was a tick, a rare tick, a rattling tick. A tick and a louse, and a hare, and the worm, and the feather, and the bird, and the egg, in the bird in the nest, in the limb, on the branch, in the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, yo. Oh, oh, rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. There, bog, rattling bog, down in the valley, yo. 75 more. You want one more? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Can we do it? Yeah. Do it with us. Okay, ready? Now on the tick there was a rash, a rare rash, a rattling rash. A rash on the tick, and the louse, and the hare, and the worm, and the feather, and the bird and the egg, in the bird in the nest, in the limb, on the branch, in the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, yo. Down in the valley, yo. There, bog, rattling bog, down in the valley, yo.
I think she did.
You literally did all of them.
She tried.
She was worried for us for a bit. Okay.
All right, this one's a different feel, but this next one is from Outlander. I don't know if any of you guys are. Oh, yeah, we got some Outlander fans up there. All right. And thank you to our accordion player for playing piano. Or I should say our piano player for playing accordion, because this is her first gig playing accordion. Woo! Thank you, Sean.
Sing me a song of a lass that is gone. Say, could the lass be I? Mary of soul, she sailed on the day over the sea to sky. Billow and breeze of islands and seas, mountains of rain and sun. All that was good, all that was fair, all that was near is gone. Sing me a song, the lass that is good. Stay with the lass be I. Mary of soul, she sailed on the day over the sea to Skye. Sing me a song of a lass that is good. Stay could the lass be I. Mary of soul, she sailed on the day over the sea to Skye.
We're going to switch it up back into a few more instrumental tunes. We got a couple more jigs and reels for you. First is the Kesh, then the Butterfly, and then the Foxhunters Reel. Quick info for those of you who aren't familiar with Irish folk music or Irish traditional instrumental music. Jig is in a meter of 3 or 6/8, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, while the reels are in our traditional 4/4. Thank you all. This next one's actually going to feature our mandolin player, Andrew. He's going to start us off here. This one's the Butterfly. last jig before we bring the singers back, last reel, I should say, is the Foxhunters Reel. Although many of you may not know the traditional Irish version, many of you might know the Metallica version or the, who's the other one? The other classic rock? Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy, thank you. I can always count on Lane out there. He's got so much trivia up there. Yeah, you guys might recognize the Thin Lizzy or the Metallica version of this song, Whiskey in the Jar.
I dreamt of golden juice, boy, and sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charges, and she filled them up with water. Then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. There's whiskey in the bar. There's some delight in fishing, and some delight in bowling, and some delight in their carriages all rolling, but I take delight in the juice of the barley and courting pretty girls in the morning bright and early. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
This next one's in a similar vein. It's called Come Out You Black and Tans, and we actually had our bass player arrange this song for the band. So we're excited to present this one. First time arranging a song, so kudos. Thank you, Kyra.
When our heroes of 16 were executed. Come on, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wives or you won medals down in Flanders. Tell them how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Sandra.
Come tell us how you slew them old Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus, they had spears and bow and arrows. How bravely you faced one with your 60-pounder gun, and you frightened them and natives to their marrow.
Come on, you back and dance, come on and fight me like a man. Show your wives how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Sandra. The tide is coming fast, and I think the days are here when he takes us in and he'll run before us. And if there be a need, then our kids will say Godspeed with a verse or two singing this right chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wives you won the medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Sandra.
All right, now it's you can't do a concert of Irish music without singing Danny Boy. So you've all been waiting for it. We got it here for you.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen.
Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But if he comes when all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel to say, and I'll lay there for me, and I shall hear those soft you tread above me, and all my dreams will warm and sweeter be. If you'll not fail to tell me that you love me, then I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Then I shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
Hey, y'all, we're gonna do one more small instrumental section, one last instrumental section. We have two more instrumental songs before we bring the singers back for the final hurrah. We got the Lilting Banshee and the Swallowtail Jig. And while we do that, I'd like to take a second to introduce the band. You've seen we've introduced a few of them already, but I'd like to go back and through. On our left vocalist, we have Stephanie. In the center here, our male vocalist. You heard him on Boston coming. I don't know, what
The Boston one.
Yeah, the Boston one. Shipping off to Boston, yes. We got Zane. And in front of me, we have Sandra. Keeping it down over there on the mandolin, sorry to interrupt your drink over there, Andrew. We have Andrew. And most of you know Michael Tyree. He's our head violin player. He also arranged the Rattlin Bog for us. And then to my right, we have Kyra over here on bass. And behind me, holding us all together, we have Dave on the drums. And then Sean over here on accordion. And then I am Mike, Reyes, and yeah, thank you all for coming out. We have a few more for you. The next one features Sandra, and it's called Mandolin.
In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my hands on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets wide and narrow, crying pickles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying pickles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, 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 oh. And sure 'twas no wonder, just as her mother rather, oh, before, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets wide and narrow, crying tackles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying tackles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, 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 oh. She died of a fever, and sure no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets wide and narrow, crying pickles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying pickles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, 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 alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying pickles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, oh, oh,
We got one more song for you guys to close out the night. We appreciate you all coming out and supporting us, and we appreciate being here. Thank you to San Carlos United Methodist for having us. It's been a pleasure playing for you all. You guys have been a wonderful audience, and we hope you enjoy our last song. Wild Rover featuring Zane, actually. He's going to start us off and close it. Uh-oh.
Feel free to get up
Technical
and
difficulties.
dance.
Yes, we have dance.
Feel free.
Stand by, everybody. We do a whole show with an iPad, and then suddenly it decides it doesn't want to work anymore. Good timing. I'm ready.
All part of the plan.
And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. no more, and it's no nay, never. No nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady my money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a customer as yours I can have any day, and it's no nay, never. No nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. Then out of my pockets I took sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. She said, I have whiskies and wines of the best, and the words that I spoke, they were only in jest, and it's no nay, never. No nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And if they caress me as oft times before, I never will play the wild rover no more, and it's no